Hi everybody. Well, I'm back on the MSC Seascape. I did not even tell Angelina I was going on this cruise, and if you saw my other video, you probably understand why. But I'm telling you, my luck flying home, and that is right on par. So I got hit with basically a double whammy today on my travels. So I had my flights booked today to go home with Angelina after our Sun Princess group cruise. And, you know, with stuff that's happening and things are going on and all the medical stuff I'm going to be going through when I get back home and Christmas and that, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go on another cruise and just relax and just get away by myself. And I had a really good time on the MSC Yacht Club, so I booked another MSC Yacht Club cruise. This is not sponsored by MSC. MSC did not pay anything for me to come back on board. I just had such a good time that I did come back on board, and I purchased my whole sailing, of course, on my own. And but here's the thing, I changed my flights and changed it so I fly home next week, but Angelina is still flying home today. And we get driving there, there's no issue. We get off the ship, no problem. I have a driver waiting for us, an Uber driver, and we head down to the airport, get her into the airport, checked in like this, checked through security like that, off she goes, and I get back in my Uber, and I got a meeting to go to that I went to. It was pretty early in the morning. It was like at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then I headed to Miami to get on the Seascape. And as I was getting back into the Uber to head to Miami, I got a message, two messages. One from Angelina saying that other people are on her flight and they're saying the flight is now delayed and might not even come in. I said, well, I haven't gotten any messages, but then I remembered when I changed the flight so I'm flying home at a different date, I made sure I gave her phone number for any updates and text messages, and she was still on flight mode from the cruise ship. So I told her, get off of cruise ship flight mode. She got the messages, and lo and behold, there's messages from Air Canada saying her flight is delayed, and instead of flying out at 12:15, they didn't leave till close to 5 o'clock at night. Some kind of mechanical issue forced them to go to Toronto, and yeah, they couldn't get on board. And so my flying home, technically that was still my flight. So again, I got delayed flying home. Miraculously, right? What a surprise to everybody out there. But then I got hit with another whammy. And I got a message from MSC Cruise Line saying that because of a medical emergency on the previous sailing, they are going to be late getting back to port. And they're asking everybody to arrive 3 hours after their scheduled arrival time. So my scheduled arrival time was 2:30, which means they didn't want me to show up till 5:30. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's 5:30. So I got hit with a double whammy of how to get to there. But then I got a message about 20 minutes later saying, this is just a reminder that everybody needs to be on board by 5 o'clock because the ship is sailing by 6 o'clock. So they're closing the port at 5 o'clock for getting on the ships. Well, wait a minute. That didn't add up, right? The times did not add up because they told me not to arrive until 5:30. And 5:30 means I can't get on the ship. So I said to myself, well, I told the Uber driver to find me a good place for lunch, and I went and had some lunch, and then I headed off to Miami and got in line. Now, I was in the yacht club, which means there's a dedicated yacht club area where I remembered this time to drop my luggage off at the yacht club spot. Very nice gentleman there greeted me. Then I waited, and then they escorted us inside. As soon as I was ready, there was about 5 couples altogether and myself, And they brought us into a room because we still didn't have everybody off the ship yet. They were still unloading, and Border Patrol will not let them start boarding anybody on the ship until every single passenger is accounted for and gotten off the ship. So we had to go into this tiny, tiny little waiting room, and just as I came in the doors, it started to rain outside. And everybody's lined up outside waiting to get on. And it's starting to become an issue, shall we say, as far as people's attitude is concerned. People don't mind waiting so much in cool, cloudy weather. But extreme heat or rain, people get annoyed and very upset very quickly. So while we were in there, we heard the MSC representative come running down and said, okay, come on, let's clear all this area. Let's get these people upstairs and let's get everybody inside because it's starting to rain. And so they escorted us up to another waiting room, and then they started clearing out some spots, and they started bringing everybody in as fast as they could to at least wait on the inside instead of waiting outside. So I thought that was really nice that you could see the concern from the people who were working in the downstairs, that people were going to get soaked and wet and everything, and they know this is people's vacation. And in case you can hear that wind whistling, that's how windy it has been on this cruise. It is super windy right now. But I got a couple stops coming in, met some very nice people on board, said hi. There's a couple travel agents I've run into and everything. And so, yeah, this is just a week relaxing, enjoying myself, and then back to reality when I get back to Ottawa and different situations that are going on. So just wanted to give you guys an update that my schedules of flying home and running into issues is still 100% in the last 6 months. Every single time I'm heading home, something happens. Whether it's a plane, or the train, or now the cruise ship, as it turns out, as well as the plane, all kind of jumped on me here. So let me show you what it looked like on the top deck here as I sign off. That this is what it looked like up on the top deck in the wind. Just can you even hear me in this video?